Hey everyone, welcome to Gameplay First, where fun is second to none. My name's Tyler, and I've got rhythm, I've got music. Who could ask for anything more? Me! How about a jet ski? This week I'll be taking a look at two rhythm platformers, HarmoKnight for the 3DS and Runner2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
To start off, HarmoKnight is a game akin to bit.trip Runner, but with an anime aesthetic instead of a retro aesthetic. The story goes that in the musical land of Melodia, a young boy named Tempo and his rabbit friend Tappy are training. For what exactly? Who cares? It's an anime. They train. That's what they do when they're not eating or fighting ninjas. But while training, a meteor falls from space, releasing from it a race of monsters known as the Noizoids. They plan to destroy the harmony of Melodia, and their leader captures a princess and everyone gets put to sleep, and I don't know. Ironically, the story really destroys the rhythm of the game.
So the story's not great. The graphics are nice, the music is really catchy, and the gameplay, while fun, can be a little unforgiving with your timing.
Your timing has to be absolutely perfect or you'll take damage. I guess they tried to make up for that by making the scoring system a bit more forgiving than the actual timing, but it's a little annoying to play a level, think I did poorly, then get to the end and the game says I got a great score.
Apparently what I consider a great job and what the game considers a great job aren't quite in sync. But then again, I'm dead inside.
But where the game really falls apart is during the boss fights. They basically toss the at least somewhat enjoyable platforming segments out the window in favor of Space Channel 5 style combat. A lot of times this can be so fast-paced and unforgiving that unless your timing is pitch perfect, you'll fail the mission and have to start from the beginning. Cutscenes and all.
Ultimately, HarmoKnight isn't a terrible game, just a difficult one, and that's not a bad thing. If you're better at me than keeping the rhythm, you might actually enjoy it, and I can probably recommend it as a rhythm platformer for the 3DS. As for a rhythm platformer on the PC...
I'm Charles Martinet, and now it's time for bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
That's right, Charles freaking Martinet. Not only is he the voice of basically the entire male cast of the Mario games, and Parthenox from Skyrim, yeah, that's him, he's also the narrator of bit.trip presents Runner2, Legend of the Rhythm Alien from the future.
Again, the story isn't really a coherent narrative. It kind of fits in with the tone of the game and being all weird, but basically there's some evil robot, and Meat Boy is there for some reason. I don't know, Charles Martinet is narrating it, who cares?
But this is a rhythm platformer, which means the most important aspects are the gameplay and the music. As is the norm for the bit.trip series, even if this isn't technically part of the bit.trip series, the game is visually beautiful and the music is equally so. However, they've left behind the retro Atari aesthetic in favor of what looks like a game that could have been in the Little Big Planet series. Mind you, that's not a bad thing. This game is still very charming, but I can't shake the feeling that Commander Video could be replaced by Sackboy and Charles Martinet by Stephen Fry, and the game wouldn't change that much.
Now keep in mind, I loved the aesthetic of Little Big Planet 2, so that's not a bad thing. I just like the retro style of the first game a little better.
As for gameplay, bit.trip presents Runner2 Legends of the Hidden Temple is a huge improvement over the original. In the original game, messing up meant starting the entire level over. In this game, they've implemented checkpoints for the longer levels, which really cuts down on the frustration. The difficulty curve is also far steadier, and the addition of new moves for the commander like block and dance are both an additional challenge and just plain fun.
Basically, bit.trip presents Runner2, The Curious Incident of the Dog of the Nighttime is a fantastic game all around. The graphics are great, the music is catchy, the gameplay is solid, it's all there. It's the whole package, and it's a great game. In fact, the Runner series has yet to be topped when it comes to rhythm platformers. I really don't think there's any way that anyone could improve. Touché, Ubisoft. For Gameplay First, this is Tyler, signing off. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go play the Rayman Legends demo again. Oh, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam, oh, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam.